we go. Looks like we've got our CEO with us this morning, so everybody on your best behavior. And wave, wave. Not everybody knows who you are, and just wave to us. How many of you generally do a tongue trill when we get to this point? How many of you are doing tongue trill? How many of you are doing lip buzz? And any of you doing raspberries with the tongue out? Right. Val is saying that she needs to take a bigger breath when she does the raspberries. So all of these three exercises not only deal with tongue tension and lip tension, but they deal with breath flow. They provide an extra resistance. It's like playing trumpet with a mute in, or squirting the garden hose with your finger covering some of the opening. The resistance is increased, so the breath flow becomes a problem in some ways. Somebody's saying you don't do notes, but I do. Wrong. I'm not sure what that means, Ruth. Now let's do, we will alternate. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, 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 gang.
I can't hear you, Paul.
Gang, 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 gang. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, 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 gang. Now let's try this. And try to really get it in that space right there. And now we'll come back up here. Now let's try a 5-note scale on NG, with the mouth closed or mostly closed. So I really feel this one in my nose when I do it. Now let's do some little mini glissandos like this. Ooh, just a small one. Don't do the big one yet. Ooh, and then gradually make them bigger. You can pick whatever notes work for you. That doesn't have to be the same notes as me. Ooh, ooh. so just gradually make it higher and higher. Now we'll stay at the top for a couple seconds. Good. Feeling a little warmed up? Let's start with Winter is Calling. Winter is calling, new snow is falling. Let's start with verse 2. Let me see if I'm parking in the right spot. Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. So we'll start with verse 2, just to get used to these words. Okay, here we go. Winter. Here's the bass. Sorry. Bass. Turn this up a little bit. Bass, tenor, alto, soprano. Verse 2. Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Just that much again. Here's bass, tenor, alto, soprano. From verse 2. 1, ready, go. Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Just the basses, please. Here we go, bass. 2, 3. Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. How are we doing, basses? I'm guessing that you're getting it. It's a fun little madrigal. Here come the tenors. Same spot at the beginning, tenors. Here's your note. 1, ready, go. Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. 1, 2. Fa la la la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. 1, 2. Fa la la la, fa la la la. How you doing, tenors? Like you're getting it? Any tenors needed again? Or slower or anything like that? Let's do tenor and bass together. Here's bass, here's tenor. 1, ready, go. Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Altos, let's hear you isolated, please. Here's your note. I think it's an A. No, sorry, F. Here comes altos. 1, ready, go. Winter is coming. Darn it, that's a wrong note. Let me fix it, if you don't mind. Winter is coming. Instead of listening to it wrong over and over again, let's just fix it. Let's see if it's right now.
Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. Our hands are free.
Same thing there. Let me fix it. Sorry to do this right now, but I just now noticed it. Okie doke, here we go, altos, back where we were. I'm gonna give us one more measure of runway just to get ready. Here's your note, altos. One, ready, go.
Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. La 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 la, fa la 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 la.
So the best measure in the alto part, in my opinion, is measure 13, 12, 11, 10, and similar places throughout the piece where you have fa la 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 fa. You hit that fa on beat 3 before everybody else. That is a super cool part. That's part of what makes it sound like a madrigal and part of what makes the alto part a little tricky. Okay, let's do the bottom 3 parts together. Here's bass, tenor, alto. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go.
Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la.
Altos, you feel okay with that? By now you've probably got it. Any altos needed again, slower or isolated or anything like that?
You gonna upload that?
Sure. Here comes the soprano. 1, ready, go.
Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la.
How do you feel, sopranos? You know it pretty well by now, so let's put all the parts together. The reason I'm kind of spending so much time on it is this section repeats, obviously, several times throughout the song. Here's bass, tenor, alto, soprano. 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, go.
Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Put on.
Feel okay about that section? Okay, now we'll get to what could be called the B section, starting at 21. We kind of go to a different key for a minute. Here come the basses. This is 2 measures before 21 basses.
La fa la la la. Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la.
That is a pretty angular part. Do you feel solid on it, basses? Do you need it again, or are you okay? I'm getting thumbs up from all the basses. They are on it. Let's try tenors, same spot. Two measures before 21, tenors.
La fa la la la. Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
How do you feel, tenors? Feel good? You want it again? Again, somebody's saying again. Here we go, tenors.
La fa la la la. Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Katie, do you want it slower? Or are you okay? Okay. Tenors, basses are good. Moving on to altos, same spot. So this is 2/4/21 altos.
La 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 la. Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Man, what a great alto part. Altos, you get to be sopranos at 29 for one measure. And that happens again later in the song. It's just really beautiful writing. How are we feeling, altos? You getting all those notes so quickly? Any altos needed again?
Again, please.
Again, please. Here comes altos. 2/4/21.
La 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 la. Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. La 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 la. La 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 la.
How's that? You want it again?
That's good. Thanks.
Okay, let's try bottom three parts. Alto, tenor, bass. This is 2/4/21.
Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la.
Even though it's a modern composer, he did a really good job of capturing the essence of a madrigal. Here comes the sopranos, 2/4/21. How do you feel, sopranos? Feel solid already? Any sopranos needing it again, slower, isolated, anything like that? Okay, let's try all the parts together. This is 2/4/21. Here we go.
Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. La 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 la. Chestnuts for roasting.
How you feeling on that section? Feel solid? Okay, here's 2/4/36. I'm going to do all the parts together, and then I'll ask who needs anything isolated. This is 2/4/36.
La la la. Chestnuts for roasting, eggnog for toasting. Just keep on pouring, soon we'll be snoring. La 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 la. Fa la 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 la
So just a quick reminder that the second time through, when we get to the end of the song, we repeat back to measure 44, which is the last measure of the previous page. And we do that little fa la la section again with a slowdown on the end of it. Okay, here's again, this is 2/4/36. So I'm on page 6. The reason I'm doing verse 2 is sometimes we rehearse verse 1 a lot and we kind of never get to the verse 2 words. and they're a little further away from the notes, so our eyes have to figure that out, how to get the notes and the lyrics. Here comes verse 2, rolling into 2 before 36. Here we go.
Chestnuts for roasting, eggnog for toasting. Just keep on pouring, soon we'll be snoring. La 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 la
How are we feeling on that last section? Feel solid? Let's do the whole thing now, verse 2 in its entirety. Then we'll go back and do verse 1, then we'll do the whole thing. Let me show you what the count off sounds like. Well, I'll give you the intro just so you can get your pitch. Here it comes. You know what? That's verse 1. Duh. Here's verse 2. Sorry about that. Verse 2. So here's 2 measures before verse 2. You'll hear the tail end of the previous verse. 1, ready, go. You know where I am now? Here it comes. 1, ready, go.
Winter is coming, there goes the plumbing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Our hands are freezing, Grandpa is sneezing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Put on a sweater till things get better. Cups of hot cider make the night brighter. La 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 la. Chestnuts for roasting, eggnog for toasting. Just keep on pouring, soon we'll be snoring. La 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 la.
Note that the tenors only have a short pour at measure 41, top of 7. Let me see what you're talking about there, Josh. Top of 7. Yes. At the top of 7, both verses, the tenors have a different rhythm than everybody else. The tenors have, we just keep on pouring, and everybody else has, just keep on pouring. Tenors, are you getting that? That your rhythm is different? Okay, let's now do verse 1. So part of the challenge we were having in the Arlington Heights Choir this week was staying on tempo, looking at the words, looking at the notes, and staying strictly in tempo and not ever slowing down. It's real easy to slow down at the ends of phrases or when we have to take a breath. We take a breath that's a little bit too long and then we come in just a little bit late. So that's part of the beauty of practicing with these tracks that have a click and a steady tempo. It's sort of forcing us to keep the tempo steady. And the rehearsal tracks are set at the tempo that's marked in the music, 132, which is pretty fast. So let's practice it. I'm going to let the piano intro play so you get your note. And let's do verse 1 this time. Here comes verse 1. 1, ready, go.
Winter is calling, new snow is falling. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Sleigh bells are ringing, children are singing. Fa la 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 la, fa la la la. Love is the reason, this is the season. We face the weather, singing together. La 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 la. sing loudly, fa la 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 la. Winter is
and so on. How are we doing on verse 1? All the same notes, but different lyrics, and sometimes tricky to get our eyes in the right place. Anybody needing any section of verse 1 slower or isolated? Any problem spots for you? Maybe you're getting it better than I know. Anything you want to work on there? Okie doke. Let's move on, shall we? Let's work on Hanukkah Nagila for a minute, because this one, the intention with this one is to have it memorized so that we can do clapping. Now, I'll just give a little caveat. If you're not able to memorize it, just sing it. Just hold the music and sing it. Or if the notion of singing and clapping makes smoke come out of your ears, then just do the singing or just do the clapping. Don't stress about this. Is not intended to cause anybody stress or panic. We had a fun time with this in Arlington Heights this week, putting the singing and the clapping together. So let's talk about that for a second. So there's going to be we're doing an edited version of the clapping. We're not going to do any clapping until 59. 59 is the last measure of page 6. Look at that for a second. So starting the last measure of 6, we're going to clap, and we're going to clap on the beat 2. So for the tenor and bass lyrics starting at 59, it would be like this: light the menorah, dance the hora, let our song of freedom ring. Freedom ring, light the menorah, dance the hora. Let our song of freedom ring. 74 has 3 claps, and I realize I missed a 3 clapper in 66. Judy, remind me on Wednesday. You're not going to be there, right? You traveling? 66 has 3 claps also. So go back to 59 and altos and sopranos. You can do your lyrics, which would be Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila Venismecha. See the 3 claps there? It's the line right above your line. So let's try just that much. Just singing whatever key you want to sing in for the moment. We'll do it with the track here in a second, but I want to keep it slow. Here's the bass and tenor. Light the menorah. Here's the alto and soprano. And we'll just do it for the sake of the clapping. This time I will sing along with the altos and sopranos. 2, ready, go. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila Venismecha, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila Venismecha. Now let's go back and do it again. This time I'll sing with the tenors and basses. Here's the tenor and bass note. Here's the soprano and alto. 2, 59. Light the menorah, dance the hora, let our song of freedom ring. Light the menorah, dance the hora. Let our song of freedom ring. So is all that one tempo? Okay, so the tricky part is that starting at 67, it starts to speed up. Right now we're keeping everything slow for the sake of learning the clapping, but at 67 in the performance, it'll start to speed up to where we just stopped at 74. And then here's what happens at 74. I'll demonstrate using the soprano and alto line. Havana, Ren. So it's Havana, Renina, Havana, Renina, Havana, Renina, Venismecha, Havana, Renina, Havana, Renina, Havana, Renina, Venismecha. So it's just those spots. Let me tell you measure numbers. 76, 78, 84, and 86. We do 3 claps. Let me say them again. 76, 78, 84, and 86. So I'm looking at a score that Jonathan edited before he sent it to me, and it looks like this. Can you see that certain measures in the clapping have a box around them? That's kind of how he indicated it to me. Let me say it one more time. Yeah, 74 has it too, but that's the section that we already rehearsed. So I'm starting at the section at 75 where it says faster, half note equals 96. And the measures we're going to clap in are 76, 78, 84, 86. So let's do it again, either singing or speaking the rhythm. This time I will do the tenor and bass line. Here's the lady, the soprano and alto. Here's the tenor and bass. I'm starting at 75. 2, ready, go. Time to dance, time to sing, celebrate the miracle, come sing along. Time to dance, time to sing, join us in our festive song. So that's all that happens clapping wise in that section. So now let's go back. Let's go back to 59, please, which is the last measure of 6. Last measure of 6. This is all just for the purpose of putting the clapping and the singing together. So ideally, come concert time, you'll be memorized. You won't be having to mess with your book in your hands. Your hands will be free to do the clapping. So let's go 59. And I'm not going to speed up right now. I'm just going to stay the same tempo so we can focus on getting the clapping and the singing together. This time I will sing the soprano and alto line. Then we'll do it again and I'll sing the bass line. Here comes 59. 2, 3, 4. Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Benismecha Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Benismecha Hava Havana Ranana, Havana Ranana, Havana Ranana, Venismecha, Havana Ranana, Havana Ranana, Havana Ranana, Venismecha. Does that make sense? Let's try it again. This time I'll sing the bass and tenor line so we kind of hear how they go together. Back at 59, please.
Paul, one question before we move on. I'm looking at page 10, measure 88, 89, measure 89. Do you want 4 claps there or silence?
Silence.
Okay, thank you.
So the only measures we're clapping in this little section are the ones I specified before. So 76, 78, 84, 86.
Okay, thank you.
Jonathan kind of did a simplification of it because the clapping part is pretty involved. It's if we did the clapping part the way it's written, it's challenging to do both the clapping and the singing. Let's go back now to 59. Thanks for your patience with all this. I don't know another way to do it other than to just do it in little sections and to do it slow. Because once we start adding the speed ups and doing it from memory, it's a little bit challenging. Here's 59, and I'll sing the bass and tenor part. 59, 2, ready, go. Light the menorah, dance the hora. Let our song of freedom ring. Light the menorah, dance the hora. Let our song of freedom ring. Time to dance, time to sing. Celebrate the miracle, come sing along. Time to dance, time to sing. Join us in our festive song. Does that make sense? So sometimes the clapping is with the singing, and sometimes it's against the singing. That's part of the challenge. Now, let's try. I park it at 59. Actually, I'll park it a little bit before that. Let me see here.
Well, you're saying that we no longer clap after measure 90, is that correct?
Correct. Now, you're saying no longer. Were you in a rehearsal where they were having you clap there?
Not yet. We have not clapped at all.
Okay. Yeah, so 90 has nothing. And then we're gonna resume clapping in 91, but we haven't gotten there yet. So, but 90 has nothing. Let me see what I've got here. So now I'm realizing that I didn't put the 3 claps in. So let me do those real quick. You have the patience for that? So I just programmed it real quick. Okay, let's do this section starting at 59. I'm rolling a little bit before that. We practice the singing and the clapping together. Good. Let's do this section again. I'm saying do it again based on what I'm seeing. It's challenging. It's challenging to do both, and sometimes they line up in a nice way, and sometimes they don't. It's just kind of a coordination thing. Here comes again.
sing, celebrate the miracle, come saving the Lord. Time to dance, time to sing, join us in our feisty song.
Feel like you're getting it? Feel like you're getting it? A few hundred more times and we'll have it. It'll be super tight. It's amazing how adding one more layer of something contrary, like if I asked you if I asked you to tap your foot on a particular beat. Let's say we're going to tap our foot on beat 3. 1, 2, tap 4. 1, 2, tap 4. While you're doing the clapping and the singing, like it's like the brain gets overloaded. One more time, same place. One more time, and then we'll go on and learn the clapping in the next section. This is rolling into 59. More of you were getting it that time based on what I'm seeing. Here it comes. Good. Now we're at this section. We're at Uru, top of 10. Let me show you. I'll put it two bars before. So starting at Uru, we're going to clap on, for 4 measures, we're going to clap on the offbeat. Uru, Uru, Achim, just for 4 measures. Or for tenors and basses, join our celebration, just 4 measures. And then starting at 95, we're going to clap on all the beats. And we stay that way until the end. With one exception, on the very last beat of the song, if you go to the last page where it says shouted hey, you know what, I did this wrong on Wednesday too. We're going to add a stomp to the clap and say hey. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, hey, with a stomp and a clap and a hey, all together. Stomp, clap, hey. It'll make sense when we get there. So back to top of 10. Uru, Uru, Achim. Uru, Achim, Balev Sameach. And it stays clapping on all the beats. For the tenors and basses, it would be this. Join our celebration. Da-di-da-di-da-di-di. Da-di-da-di-di. 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 Val messaged me that Mr. Bird would be so proud of me. Mr. Bird was my German teacher who hit me on the head with the textbook. Man, I wish I had stayed in touch with that guy. He's probably still wearing shorts and knee socks and sandals. I mean, in the dead of winter, that's what he wore. I wonder if he had multiple identical pairs of shorts and knee socks and sandals, or if he wore the same ones every day. You think he had 4 pairs of gray knee socks?
You know the song Black Socks from Girl Scouts? Black socks, they never get dirty. The longer you wear them, the stronger they get, and etc. It's around and it's very cute.
He
Sounds like that.
He literally wore the same thing every day. Maybe he changed his shirt, but I'm pretty sure the shorts and the socks were the same the entire time I was in middle school. So let's say he had 2 pair and he alternated them and washed them every day. I just don't think so. I don't think Mr. Bird was carrying that much. He had a huge beer belly stuck out to here. probably the result of all the beer drinking competitions at the school fair. Man, that was a different time, wasn't it? Okay, here we go. Top of 10, starting at the uru and the join hour. Here we go.
Praise the song, join us, celebration.
So on the very last one, we're clapping and saying hey and stomping all at the same time. Let's go back. Top of 10, same thing again, and then we'll do it in sequence with the other two sections. Here's top of 10. Sorry, that's the wrong spot. Let's park it here. Top of 10. Ready? Know where I am now? Here comes. Clap, stomp, hey at the end. Now, let's go back to 59, which is the bottom of something. I don't remember. Bottom.
Paul,
Sir.
question on this, if I may, starting with 95, you had said to clap on every beat, but you're clapping on every other beat because you're taking it in one instead of in two.
No, I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of it in two. Sorry, it's not. So I'm thinking of the song as being 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and so the clapping's on every beat.
Yeah, but it's written in four. It's confusing.
It's written in 2, 2.
Okay.
So it looks like 4, 4.
Yeah.
But it's really 2 big beats per measure.
Got it.
So I didn't mean to be confusing. So however you think of it, if you think of it in 4, then we're clapping on 1 and 3 at that moment. Whatever the brain prefers. Okay, so let's go bottom of 6, measure 59. Let me park it just before that. And we'll try doing this whole thing together. This might take a minute to get the coordination. I'll put it this way: if you're in the concert and you're not sure of a certain measure where to clap, just don't. Because then you won't miss it. You won't be the only one clapping. Here we go. 2 before 59. I forgot to stop at the end. Did you? Okay, so at the risk of not beating it to death, let's move on to another song. But we'll come back to it in future weeks. But that's kind of the snapshot of the clapping and snapping. Let's work on Gabriel's message, please. And let's jump over to the slow section, page 7. Let's see where I am here.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born.
Here it comes. This is one measure before. We'll do together and then we'll do separate. 2, 3, 4.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever sing. Most highly favored lady.
And so on. Let's do bass alone for a second. Back at that same spot. 2, 3, 4.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say.
How you doing, basses? Everything okay? Man, we got such a solid bass section. Here comes the tenors in the same spot, middle of 7.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady.
So then the tenors kind of kick it off when we go back into the fast tempo. One more time, tenors, middle of 7.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored.
Good, tenors and basses together. So the bass note is, tenor note is, here we go.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady.
And so on. So I will say to all the parts, everybody look at measure 41 on the word born. The tenors have a note that moves. So we have to hold our note long enough for the tenors to move, and then we all take a breath. Then in 43, top of 8, on the word mourn, the basses move. So we have to hold our note long enough for the basses to move, and then we breathe. Let me hear the altos, please. Altos isolated, starting middle of 7. I muted the wrong thing, sorry. Here's the alto.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say.
Once again, altos. I just think this piece is so, so beautiful. Somebody in the Arlington Heights Choir told me that this arranger composer was their music director at a local church here in Chicagoland. I can't remember what town they said, but I guess he's a Chicago guy. I think the writing is so beautiful. Here comes altos.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say.
Good, let's do the bottom three parts. Alto, tenor, bass. Here it comes.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say.
How are the bottom three parts doing in this section? You feel like you're getting your notes? Let me hear sopranos by themselves, please. Middle of 7, sopranos.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say,
Most highly favored.
most highly favored.
And so on. Let's try putting all the parts together and then we'll talk about what you need. Middle of 7. 2, 3, 4.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored.
Good. So how are we doing on this section? Middle of 7 to bottom of 8. You feel like you're getting it? Anybody need any part of it again, slower or in isolation or anything like that?
I think that for me, the challenge is keeping it on 41, keeping the C on born, and then getting a breath before I start again, because I feel like I'm running out of air by the time I get to Christmas morn. Yeah.
Christ was born? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, you could sneak a breath in the middle.
Okay.
Anytime you personally need a breath, you can sneak one. The choir is going to sound like it isn't breathing, but you can always don't sing any phrase so long that you sort of feel like you're running out of air. I'd say just take a breath and come back in. If it's a word that has a noisy consonant on the end of it, you just leave it off and then sneak back in. So you end up singing a word without an ending on it for the sake of not making a sound. Okay, so now let's do this ending part starting in 46, where the tenors start this little round. Let me see here.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
Let's hear the tenor. Oh, somebody's saying, can we go on through 49? Need that transition. Yes, that's what we're doing now too. So here's the tenor starting at ever say. That's measure 46 tenors.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
One more time, same thing, tenor, starting at 46.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
Feel like you're getting that, tenors? Some tricky notes in there. Let's try the basses, same place. Basses at 46. Oops. Most highly favored lady.
Most highly favored lady, Gloria.
Let me turn down the piano a little bit, please. Same thing, tenors. Basses 46.
Most highly favored lady, Gloria.
Tenors and basses together, starting at 46.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored lady, Gloria.
How are we doing, tenors and basses? Feel like you're getting it? Okay, altos, let's hear you isolated for a second, then we'll add them together.
Ever say,
Now,
most highly favored lady.
so the altos are the last part of that little canon. Most highly favored lady. Everybody sings that line, but altos sing it last. Here it comes again, altos 46.
Ever say,
Tenor, soprano, bass. Now.
most highly favored lady.
Good. Let's do alto, tenor, bass, starting at 46. Here it comes.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored lady, Gloria.
I think the alto line enters in a tricky spot. Let's try it again, 46.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, most
One, two.
most highly favored Gloria.
Feel like you're getting it? Let's add one more layer of complication now to the matter. Sopranos, let's hear you isolated. Now.
Most highly favored lady, Gloria, Gloria.
So, sopranos, you have most highly favored lady, and then you go back to the same note as lay. Gloria, Gloria, most highly favored lady. Gloria, Gloria. Kind of a tricky line, I think, especially at the faster tempo. Sopranos once again at 46.
Most highly favored lady, Gloria, Gloria.
Feel like you're getting it, at least on its own. Let's try all the parts
You
together.
know, Paul, if we follow the tenor,
Yes.
as soon as they sing fade, then we start. It works for alto too later. If you follow the tenor, just as soon as they sing certain word, and you just go in. I share my experience.
Sure. Here we go. Here's 46. So here's the bass, tenor, alto, soprano. I'm at 46. Here it comes.
Ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored Gloria.
Now let's go back. Let's go to middle of 7 and go through this section that we've just been rehearsing. So I'm going to park it back at 39. And we'll do the slow part, and then we'll do this transition part where it gets faster again. Here it comes. 2, 3, 4.
Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored Gloria.
So how we doing on that whole big thing? Lots of tricky little moments in there, I think, between some challenging notes and then the changing tempos. You feel like you're getting it? Okay, so now I'm going to park it at 50, and we'll go from 50 to the end. Let's see where I am here. So let's do sopranos first. Let me mute the others. Parking it at 50 and doing sopranos from 51 to the end. Here it comes. Isn't that glorious? Here comes again, sopranos. 1, 2, ready, go. Feel like you're getting all that, sopranos? Do we need it slower? Are you okay? Here come the altos in the same spot. Ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Here comes again, altos. 2, ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Sopranos and altos together, please. Here comes. Any questions about requests based on that? Here we go, tenors. Glory, glory, gloria. Once again, tenors. Ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Here we go, basses. 2, basses, go. Glory, glory, gloria. One more time, basses. 2, ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Basses and tenors. 2, ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Add the altos. 2, ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Add the sopranos. 2, ready, go. Glory, glory, gloria. Now, let's go back and go from middle of 7 to the end, and then we'll see what you need. So let me park it there. Middle of 7, the slow part to the end. Of her Emmanuel, the Christ was born in Bethlehem on a Christmas morn.
and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored glory on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Now let's go back to the previous section, which is bottom of 5. I'll park it at 27. 1, 2, ready, go.
Then gentle Mary bowed her head, to me be as it pleases God, she said, my soul shall laud and magnify God's holy name, most highly favored lady, glory on.
Good. Let's try just the sopranos and altos for a second. So I'll park it at 27 again. You'll come in at 29 with this counter melody thing. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Tricky, tricky, tricky. The notes are tricky, the words are tricky, the rhythms are tricky. Let's do the same thing again. Here comes 27. And a 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, rest, rest. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to count. The fact that it's going back and forth between 12/8 and 9/8, I have to count. And I have to count the rests to know when to come in. So for example, here's how my brain processes this. 1. Magnificat anima mea Dominum. 1, 2, 3. Magnificat anima mea. 1, 2. Rest, rest. Anima mea Dominum. 1, 2. Magnificat glory. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off. I have to be thinking that while I'm singing. If I fail to count, I'll come in a little bit early or a little bit late. If I try to do it by feel, in other words, I'll probably goof it up because the feel thing won't necessarily lead you in the right direction. One more time, 27. This is sopranos and altos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So you guys rest for a second. Let's do tenors and basses. I know they have the melody, but here comes 27 for tenors and basses. A 1, a 2, a 3, go.
Then gentle Mary meekly bowed her head, to me be as it pleases God, she said, My soul shall laud and magnify God's holy name. Most highly favored Lady, Gloria.
Now let's put them together, and then we'll talk about what you need. Here's 27 again. A 1, a 2, 3, 4.
Then gentle Betty meekly bowed her head. To me be as it pleases God, she said. My soul shall laud and magnify God's holy name. Most highly favored Lady, Gloria.
Val put in the comments, I love this piece. Lots of places to have voice mix. Fantastic, Val. All the stuff we've been talking about. So how are we doing now in this section? Sopranos and altos, you feel like you're getting that counter melody? I think that's full of trickery.
Paul, I'm not the expert singer, but in this piece right here, I think it's better to play all the parts than you use the other parts as your guidance when to come in. That helps me.
Yeah.
There are other times you just listen to your own part, but this piece right here, in and out, you got to listen to other part when they sing that particular word that you just gone in.
Yeah.
That's all my personal feeling. Sorry.
No, you bet.
My timing is off just a little here and there on this, just earlier, a little teeny bit later, a little teeny bit early. It just drives me crazy.
Would you want to run it again? Do you want to run it again?
I do.
And do you prefer it with the other part in or the other part out? Let's do one of each. So let me park, it's at 27. I'm going to do one time with the tenors and basses muted. Tenors, basses, feel free to sing along, but the track will have the tenor and bass muted. Here it comes. A 1, 2, 3, and a 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now with the tenors and bass track unmuted, we'll put the whole thing together again. 1, 2, ready, go.
Then gentle Betty meekly bowed her head. To me be as it pleases God, she said. My soul shall laud and magnify God's holy name. Most highly favored Lady, of her Emmanuel the Christ was born.
And so on. So that's how those two sections flow together. Now let's go back a previous section. Let's go to bottom of 3. Bottom of 3 is tricky for the tenors and basses because they have this sort of repeated part that's sort of a pattern, but not really a pattern. Let me hear the tenors and basses alone. Let me mute soprano and alto. I'm going to roll it at 12.
Glory, Gloria, 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 glory, Gloria.
you doing, tenors and basses? I think that's tricky because it's not really a pattern. It's got little patterns, but then it's got some left turns too. You feel okay about it? Okay, let's put the sopranos and altos on top of that. So I'm going to roll it at 12, everybody. This is bottom of something, bottom of 3. Here comes 12.
Blessed of all the women you shall be, whom every age will praise continually. Your son shall be Emmanuel, I sing extort, most highly favored lady, Gloria.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here comes down and sing.
Then gentle Betty called down her to me be as it pleases God. She said, my soul shall laud and magnify God's holy name, most highly favored lady, Gloria. Of her Emmanuel the Christ was born in Bethlehem, O Lord, of Christmas morn, and Christian folk throughout the world will ever say, most highly favored lady, most highly favored Gloria, Gloria,
How you doing? Such a beautiful piece, worthy of the effort. Somebody's saying here, catching the right note at 51 is a little tricky for tenors and maybe others. 51. Yes, I agree. So the measure that precedes it, tenors here, so it's tenor, and the basses would be bass is here. Let's try alto. There's the alto and sopranos. Soprano. Hey, that feels like a good stopping place for today.